How do we start this?
I don't know.
It's a new podcast.
It's new.
It's a new age.
I'm terrified. I don't like it.
Well, you gotta.
I'm
intro.
scared.
The intro already played. We're in it. This is.
We're already in it.
We're already in it. There's no cold open.
There's no cold open.
It's just music.
Oh.
And then it goes right into it. Dude.
Wow,
yeah,
dude. Wow.
Changing it up.
Holy fuck.
I've been listening to podcasts. It's
really?
serious.
Damn.
That's what they do. We're changing it up.
All right.
You know what? Cold opens are for
right.
that other podcast that we can't say.
I'm over my refusal of the call, and I'm ready to go.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to the worst takes.
And not a podcast will save this relationship.
A very different podcast. Very different podcast.
By that, we mean we have an idea of what to talk about. We planned.
Yeah, right. We
actually
that's
planned the difference.
Yeah. So, welcome to the worst takes. The worst takes is supposed to be a political talk show where
supposed to be. We'll see what happens.
What happens? Yeah. In 2 weeks, it's just going to be a podcast. Will save this, but
us jerking our dicks off.
Yeah, like we're smarter than everybody. So it's a political podcast where we search for the worst takes that we can find.
Yeah, on the internet
within a 2 week period.
Yep. And
then probably 1 week. And then every day.
Yeah,
until we die.
You know, that's what's happening right now.
And like we've been planning this out for a while. This has been an idea for a show I've had for at least
like a couple months. Yeah,
and I pitched it to college, and they were like, no.
Well, they
just never responded.
They did respond. We just never emailed back. Remember?
No, I don't know if they ever responded.
Yeah, they did.
No, I checked my email to see.
You found their email like a couple of weeks ago.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look back at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna edit. There's an edit in now that says whether I'm a fucking idiot.
I remember you saying like, "Oh shit, that guy responded." Whoops. Nothing ever.
No, I think that was a different person.
Oh, that was a whole different
there was a
guy?
whole other person from like June.
Oh
that wanted
shit!
During the pandemic, like, hey, we need people, and I was like, what? I never responded to him.
Oh, okay.
But that's a different thing.
All right,
that's another thing I should have done. But hey.
Yeah. I don't know. Check your email again and see what happens. I don't know.
So
yeah,
this is a show where we look at the worst political takes in a given week. We're biased.
We are. We're
pretty left leaning.
Yeah,
if not completely lefty.
Pretty much. Yeah,
but we're gonna be honest with you about our bias because we're not gonna be a Fox News where we say we're fair and balanced.
When it's not obviously.
We have a pretty clear bias.
We're
but we also
deep-throating Donald Trump's cock. You know?
No, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
But I mean, we're making sure that no matter what happens, we at least have some sort of fact behind our we're mixing up our facts and our feelings here.
Yeah, we are.
But
because how can you not?
Yeah, right.
Like if you look at the recent events, and that was the crazy thing. Honestly, we've been planning this out for months. And we were like, oh, you know, first episode is going to be recorded like the week before the inauguration, and. We'll probably have something to say by then.
It'll be something crazy like, wow, isn't it weird that Lady Gaga's performing at Biden's inauguration?
And then
we didn't expect the insurgency of the Capitol.
Coup d'etat to happen
what
in America.
Beautiful time to be alive and a podcaster and wanting money.
And into news. So, hey.
Man, American history. It's fun. Living through it,
Goddamn.
So
basically the way this is going to work, you have
a bunch of tweets.
I have a bunch of small little tweets and little takes, and we're just going to go over them.
And I have a bunch of broad what a bunch of people are saying and just taking them out one by one. And
just in case people in the future are listening to this and they're like, what happened during the time that they recorded this? I don't remember.
So this is the week.
I doubt that's gonna happen.
This is the week of January 11th or some shit.
Yeah, it's a week after or 2 weeks after. I think it's a week after.
It's been a week after
we had a coup.
It's only been 1 week.
What?
There's only been 2 weeks of this year.
Holy fuck!
And last week on January 6th, during the counting of the Electoral College votes at around 2:00 in the evening,
there was a coup.
Basically, so
pretty much
earlier in the day, Trump had a rally. Donald Trump, President Donald J. Trump
of The Apprentice fame.
Yeah, the Apprentice fame. He reality show President Trump.
Yeah.
Had a little rally and had a bunch of other dipshits up there.
Who has been Donald Trump has also been denying the
outcome of the election, saying that's been rigged, saying that there's been fake votes.
Yeah,
all of which has been disproven. There's literally almost no claim to or proof that there's been any election fraud.
Right. Every court case has been thrown out.
Like 67-1, pretty much.
And when we actually watched the after the coup happened, later in the evening, the House and Senate reconvened to to recount the ballots. Ironically, I was very surprised to see a lot of the Republicans say, like, well, they were thrown out on technicalities. They weren't thrown out on the evidence.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, that may be true, but most likely it's because of the supreme lack of evidence. And a lot of it was very interesting to go through individual cases. That's not what we're going to do today.
No,
we're going to talk about dumb bullshit, but if you are interesed in that, you should read up on it because it's fucking
read a
stupid.
Book.
Yeah, you read a book, asshole. Fuck
what,
you. We already have a lot of... We're doing things for you. This is free. Bitch.
Already toxic. Already toxic.
Bully your audience, everybody.
But well, you're jumping ahead a little bit. Mm-hmm. There was a rally. Rudy Giuliani and a bunch of other Republican people.
Yeah.
That were all, like,
of a bunch of people who don't accept that Biden won the election.
Yeah, they all arguably incited a riot.
Yes. So Trump said, we're going to march to the Capitol building to give them a piece of our minds.
This is where things get a little bit complicated, though.
Yeah.
Because the plan to actually attack the Capitol was pre-planned 100%.
Yes.
However, for months now, Trump has been delegitimizing, I don't know how to say that word.
Yeah, well, we understand what you mean.
Yeah, the election. Mm-hmm. So even if it wasn't from that specific speech, you could argue that for the past months, just the complete lying has incited the violence that happened and took place. And then that also might have caused a couple more people to go along with it, especially when you have people on stage like Rudy Giuliani who said... Trial by combat.
Trial by combat, yeah.
Which is pretty on the fucking
It's pretty nosy, yeah.
It's pretty nosy.
Pretty on that nosy
The only things that are more nosy than that is like cocaine and dab. That's a joke. But...
Okay.
But cool. No, so that's... So then they stormed the... they stormed the Capitol.
They did.
They breached the Senate.
Yes.
And they almost breached it while there were still people in there.
Yeah, that was hilarious. We watched that because we were already watching it because we're nerds.
Yeah.
And they just went... They, like, stopped the broadcasting, and we were like,
That's weird.
That's strange.
And then at some point, they had live footage of, like, the Hall of Statues. I don't know. What is it called, Sarah?
I don't fucking know. The hall with all the statues of the first person to... the first, like, governor of each state.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. Somebody's gonna be like, no, Sarah, it's actually the first guy who jerked off in that state.
It doesn't matter. It's inside the Capitol.
Who gives a crap? It's the one with all the statues in it. Jesus.
It was inside the Capitol. No matter what fucking happens, if you decide to nitpick, you can't argue against it and being inside the Capitol.
Yeah.
And they had handcuff ties, like
the flex cuffs.
Yeah. There was at least 5 deaths, one of which was inside the thing. An officer killed themselves afterwards. Another officer, I think, died. I don't remember.
There were 5 people who died.
As of recording that, I'm for certain to say.
Yeah, recording right now.
1/14/2020.
Bombs were placed.
There were 4 bombs at least.
Yeah.
And they were all timed and wired to go off, and apparently they didn't go off.
Thank God.
So they might have also been diversions to keep police away from the Capitol so that they could perform the coup.
Right. And, we found out recently that people they went on tour the day before to plan out.
Yeah, and they were also theoretically, I think that's alleged still, but there's probably a good chance that they'll
currently
find.
It's alleged.
Research
everything that we say, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
We're just 2 fucking kids talking about politics. Like, don't take any of this as like the political
this is a supplement. This is not
not your primary whatever. Go research stuff.
We're giving a baseline so that way when we talk about what other people have said,
we can give our opinions and
we can say why they're dumb.
Yeah, why we think that they are dumb. That's the whole point of this podcast.
Yes.
So that all happened. The flex cuffs.
There's a bunch of off-duty police officers. At least, I think 160 cases are open, dozens of arrests.
Of terrorism. This is domestic terrorism.
Yeah, it's all domestic terrorism.
I mean, anytime there's bombs involved in anything, it's obvious.
Yeah.
obviously this is terrorism.
Yeah. And I feel like as of this moment, they're still planning on doing more shit.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that there's like 15,000 National Guard troops at the Capitol.
At the Capitol on the day of the inauguration.
And right now.
As well. So, and they're also going to plan to storm as this was happening, multiple capitals were being stormed at the same time.
Yeah, there was at least I think maybe almost double digits, if not double digits of states had at least some sort of security incident for sure.
Yeah, because people were showing up to the state's capitals.
And as of this moment, every state has at least one planned protest. I can't fuck, it's on my computer. I don't know what it is. It's like the I'll look at it later.
Yeah. And also that Trump denied to deploy the National Guard to get the people out of the fucking Capitol.
6 times.
Yeah, he did that 6 times. Which is
and then Virginia had to call in their National Guard. Yeah. And then Trump decided to call in the National Guard.
But it wasn't Trump, it was Pence doing it.
Yeah.
Pence signed off on it. So Trump never did. Apparently, allegedly, every panic button was torn out.
And that was only found out yesterday.
Yesterday, a week after the coup.
Yeah, there's still a bunch of shit that's going to come out after this recording, probably while I'm editing this.
Right. Well, since then, Donald Trump has been impeached for a second time.
Yeah, Trump has been impeached for a second time.
They're going to try to convict, I think.
They're probably.
Hope to God they're going to try to convict. So
he should not become president ever again.
Right. So he doesn't have to so he's not able to run again in 2024, basically, because that would be awful.
And what else? What the fuck else? So much shit has happened.
A lot of shit has happened in the past 7
AOC
days.
AOC feared for her life because she was worried that her GOP colleagues would sell her out to the mob.
Wow.
Yeah, and then 3 people got COVID inside the Capitol, so that means there's a bunch of people outside the Capitol that got fucking...
Well, no, they got COVID because fucking the Republican senators refused to wear masks while they were sheltering in place.
Well, then on top of that, people that were rioting
were also not
wearing masks, so that's a super spreader event.
Yeah, of course.
And it's because, again, during this recording and during this time period of American history, there's a pandemic.
Yes, also on top of all of this.
Which it's weird that this is second-rate news, a pandemic, to a Capitol insurgency.
Yeah.
So that's the context.
Yes.
So
I think that's all of the context. And we might come up with other stuff later.
Yeah, and there's going to be more shit that I bring up from articles from 2018 that might help explain.
I'm so interested in that.
You might know what this is, but we'll get to that.
I think maybe, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So okay. So now we get to
with all that context.
We get to my takes.
How are people defending a bunch of Trump supporters?
So I just really want to say fucking the tweets that I sent to myself they're on a date, and then it's a little dog in a thing of snow, and then it's a little cat in a thing of snow.
That's a nice thing to see right before.
And then right after is a tweet by Hunter Walker, who is verified on Twitter, about the fact that Politico gave prime real estate to Ben Shapiro the day after he claimed everyone has zip tie restraints at home in an attempt to minimize the Capitol riots, and it all being sponsored by oil and gas lobby. Tells you more about DC than any newsletter scoop should.
I remember that.
Yeah. So Ben Shapiro was like, everybody has zip ties. Where are you all freaking out about the guy that has zip ties?
Quick. So let's talk. Can we talk about real quick the difference between regular zip ties and what was shown in the photo? It sucks that we're an audio only podcast.
Yeah, it really does.
But the zip ties that you usually have.
I'm sure everybody's seen this.
But just to describe it,
photo.
Yeah, so there's a big photo of a guy in army gear.
Yeah, in straight up army riot gear.
First of all,
crazy.
It's weird if you had regular zip ties wearing army gear. I think that's a pretty...
That's the thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's weird though. Okay. Is there
Ben
more?
Ben Shapiro tweeted, literally every regular human I know owns zip ties. This is like Pauline Kael on steroids. No.
Not every regular person owns zip ties.
Like, you really think, Ben, that person is going to the Capitol, walking into the Capitol building with a bunch of zip ties, like, I'm gonna do some cable management?
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'm sorry,
He's not the IT guy. Like, he's a fucking terrorist.
It's absolutely
who
insane.
wants to take hostages. And not only that, regular zip ties are not as thick as the zip ties, quote unquote, that he was holding. Like, clearly.
Yeah. So basically, and then this person posted their fucking their evidence. Lauren Wolf, who is also verified on Twitter.
Oh God!
Said, "Do
verified.
regular humans actually buy zip ties? Have you ever bought a zip tie? If so, what did you use it for?" I want to say already that itself is a bad take.
That's stupid. That's a little dumb.
Stupid.
That's a dumb way to argue against.
And this is something that I really want to say, not just Republicans, but grifters will do, where, we say something like, yeah, terrorism is bad. And can you believe this, evidence of this guy having basically handcuffs, and then somebody else being like, that's not handcuffs, that's ketchup. Everybody I know loves ketchup. Oh my God, you don't love ketchup? That's un-American. Blah, blah, blah. Not considering any of the context.
Yeah.
Not considering that it's not the thing that you're saying it is, and just lying to everybody's face.
Yeah, no, it's so clearly a fucking lie.
It's obviously a lie.
I don't even know how the fuck they can, think that they're gonna get away with it. Apparently they do.
Yeah.
But come on.
What are you doing, man?
What are you fucking doing?
Ben Shapiro's like, literally every human being I know.
Everyone I know owns zip ties.
This is
Sarah, real quick, do you own zip ties?
No.
I don't know zip ties either at this current moment.
I don't need to restrain anything.
I don't need to you know what? I didn't realize how patriotic it was to have shitty cable management.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm more American than Ben
these
Shapiro.
Fucking XLRs are just everywhere, man.
Oh my God, these cables
but at least
are just everywhere.
I didn't help an insurgency, so go me.
Woo.
You gotta
they're
give
not
and take.
zip ties, they're flex cups.
Yeah, they're flex cups. Yeah,
that's
but
the bigger thing about it.
But here's the thing, even if they were zip ties.
But that's my point, is we should not be talking about fucking zip ties. Somehow he's gotten our point of view off of flex cuffs.
Yeah, okay.
And putting it on zip ties.
I 100% understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Part of me, though, I think most people wouldn't realize that they're flex cuffs, even though they
obviously looks like flex.
But to the layman, to the average American person,
they would say that but that's the problem. The people aren't going to understand that those aren't flex cuffs if everybody doesn't say those are flex cuffs, and the police use them in cuffing people.
Yeah,
and that man had a fucking intention of finding Senate congressmen and tying them up and kidnapping them. That's what everybody should be talking about. But instead, we're all talking about fucking zip ties like we're 3 years old.
I mean, that's my point. Yeah, that's my point is that I want it to be, I just want people to realize the intention no matter what, regardless of material or substance used. We shouldn't get caught up in that semantic.
And I guess that's like the bigger point of this episode we're going to get into.
Yeah,
and my bigger point is everybody's now talking about like turkey sandwiches and refrigerators and fucking what we're all going to do on 4th of July when there was a fucking coup that happened.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not real,
No, yeah, I feel it.
And Ben Shapiro hears that it's like, nobody's talking about turkey sandwiches. He doesn't understand the point and is therefore a lower IQ than me.
Yeah.
And can suck my cock. So somebody replied to Ben and they said, Ben, usually I joke. This is Mike Drucker, and he's also verified on Twitter. These are all people who are verified on Twitter.
Oh my God, the verifieds are fighting.
Yeah, the girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting. Okay, he goes, Ben, usually I joke, but I'm going to come at this honestly. There's a big difference between zip ties being carried by paramilitary forces invading the Capitol and zip ties being carried by your wife so she can tie you to a chair and make you watch her have sex with other men.
Oh, shit.
So, That's a
good take.
That's a good take.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. This is we're delineating what's good and bad.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a pretty bad
takes.
Okay.
And that's only the first one?
That's the first one. And they're all actually kind of interconnected.
Oh, I bet.
Which is pretty fun.
Are they all about are they all about flex cuffs and zip ties?
No, they're not. Caleb Hull quote tweeted this and said, imagine thinking owning zip ties makes you an extremist. 3 laughing emojis. Caleb Hull is also verified And fucking... Oh, let me find the shit. Oh.
Really...
Somebody commented. Reflexy cuffs, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. Did somebody delete their tweet?
Did someone delete? Oh, you gotta screenshot that shit, Sarah.
I do.
You gotta screenshot tweets. You know you have a bad take when you delete your tweet.
No, they were good. There was a good take.
Oh, really?
I think they got bullied.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, just real quick, though. Can you say the original tweet?
Yeah, so the original tweet was Caleb Hull saying,
yes.
Imagine owning zip ties makes you an extremist. And then somebody said that Caleb Hull was like some guy that said anti-Semitic racist stuff in the past. And I was like, well, now I gotta look at this guy. What the heck? This is how I find my bad takes, as I just look. So then Caleb Hull said, the funniest part about the Ben Shapiro political drama is how obvious it is that these people are completely incapable of even seeing a different opinion. Which is really funny.
First of all, real quick, I see your different opinion.
It's not an opinion. It is false.
It's not even,
it's not even an opinion. It's just false information.
Yeah.
You can't just walk around and say shit's different.
You can't look at the sky and say it's purple, you know?
No, you can't. You literally can't, man. Politico could publish the most aggressively progressive person in America and no one would care. Why? Because the people on staff over there agree with him. That's the biggest issue here. Politico could say that everybody deserves health care and nobody would be upset with them. I say the N-word one time and everybody's mad at me. What are you fucking talking about?
Oh my God. These are, God. Yeah. Imagine thinking that saying the N-word is the equivalent of saying everyone should be able to live.
Oh, I mean, there's just so many of these little guys. Josh, the top dog, tweeted, Politico is supposed to be a safe space, not a journalist endeavor. Silly.
What?
Apparently now Politico's a liberal propaganda.
How?
I don't know.
It's literally...
They literally just published Ben Shapiro. Is it just because it's
a news site? And they published Ben Shapiro once, which is, first of all, a mistake.
Yeah, it's already a mistake.
First of all, Ben Shapiro is not a good writer.
He's not a good writer. He's not a politician.
He's just some guy.
He's just a fucking guy
who wrote a screenplay once and got really upset that they didn't like his screenplay. So now...
Is that true?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
His backstory for Ben Shapiro is he wanted to be a writer in Hollywood.
Ben Shapiro's origin. Oh, see, it's the Charlie Manson stuff?
Yeah, so he wanted to be a Hollywood writer, and he has a screenplay that got circulated. And there's video online of him from like I assume late 2000s to early 2010s.
Yeah.
Where he's just getting like bullied by this woman that like I guess like talks about screenwriters.
They like didn't want to fuck him or something?
No, like because like they didn't want to publish a script because apparently it was garbage.
Right.
And so the recently another bad thing that Daily Wire, which is his website, is doing. Which is also ran by a fascist, like an actual fascist that isn't Ben Shapiro. Yeah. They're starting a new entertainment division, and they're making 2 new shows, I believe. Yeah. And people are joking that it's like, oh, this is Ben trying to get his fucking script published and made.
Damn, dude.
So yeah, that's his origin story before he became a grifter.
Oh, Jesus. So I just in like digging through these.
Mm-hmm. Did you find a new take that you did not think you would?
I didn't like, yeah. And this is just, So FCC chairman Ajit Pai FCC get emotional signing. Okay, not even.
What the fuck correct. Is that name?
So Ajit Pai, remember that guy?
Yeah, he's the FCC chairman.
I like penis in my mouth. That guy.
Yeah.
From Noel and Cody.
Noel and Cody. Yes.
FCC chairman Ajit Pai FCC get emotional signing off today. He says he thanks his parents who came to U.S. in 1971 with $8, a transistor radio, and the American dream. I hope I made you proud. And then somebody quote tweeted that and said, really good guy who did an admiral job at the FCC. And I just want to say
that's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's so wrong.
And I just he's an asshole.
He's an asshole with a stupid fucking big ass Reese's cup mug.
Yeah.
That's way too big.
Yeah.
I get novelty mugs, right? Like I have one that says hi from Nashville and it's a weed thing. Haha, funny.
Hilarious.
It's also regular size. Mm-hmm. I don't think you need
and you don't use it to dunk on people.
Yeah, I don't
internet you're throttling.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Remember when Verizon throttled fucking those firefighters?
Well, you remember when Republicans were mad at censorship when it was getting the terrorist inciting president off of the internet and Parler taken off, but they're apparently totally cool with Ajit Pai throttling your internet.
Pretty poggers pie.
Pretty poggers, yeah. So let me just read you all of these comments because they're all so good.
Oh shit!
And I do love them. Can't be. I'm pretty sure millions died from his net neutrality stance.
That's
sarcasm.
Not the point.
It's not the point.
Yeah.
Once again, another example of, well, man, I really think slavery was bad. What are you talking about? You don't like Oreos? Not what we're talking about at all. Can we please talk about one thing?
Remember when net neutrality killed 100 million people in Venezuela?
Stop crying, snowflake libs. Why can't I get on my internet? Why is it slow?
Wah.
Okay, well, whatever.
Dumb. God. Imagine thinking Ajit Pai did a good job. And he fucked up the one thing.
And somebody goes, and took way too much abuse. Poor Ajit Pai.
Okay,
took all that abuse.
Real fucking quick. If you're a politician or be in a public space, you're gonna get abused.
That's your job. Dude.
That's your job. Your job is to withhold it.
I don't think anybody should get abused.
Yeah, no. I think as long if you're doing something like
if
societally
you're saying, like, kill
correct,
yourself or something bullshit. No, don't do that.
Yeah, don't tell people to kill themselves. But like if you fuck up,
you should listen to people who say like, "Hey, man, this is not a good idea."
Hey, Call Me Carson's getting abused right now.
He groomed a minor.
No, but like he's getting too much abuse.
But he groomed a minor, though.
But counter argument.
But what about the minor who took the abuse?
But maybe he's getting a little bit too abused right now.
But he's a cis white male, and one time people get on his case. Now you're straying
away from the point, but he maybe he gets a little bit of abuse.
Like that unironically makes me want to strangle that hypothetical person. You know?
Yeah.
It's just, oh my God. Okay. One of my favorites did great things and was a fun presence on Twitter. That's a wrong opinion. I'm going to say that right now.
You know what? Yeah, no.
That opinion is fucking wrong.
Imagine saying Big Chunkus in 2020.
In 2020 is a fun presence on Twitter.
Let's be honest here. I don't know if he actually did that. He probably didn't. But if you told me today...
If he did another one of his like Twitter roasting things and it was just like somebody saying like kill yourself and he picks up his big Reese's mug and it's like, haha, Big Chunkus moment. He drinks from his big Reese's
Impact
cup.
font and then fucking... Off topic.
2020,
can we talk about
an
off topic not related to the insurgency bad take of Elon Musk posting memes all day today and then saying legalize comedy?
Yeah, that's so funny. Like everybody's like, you are not a funny man, and he's like, why don't you guys legalize comedy? It's just
the basic fucking memes where it's like good. It's like some dude praying is like me trying to have a normal productive life, and then it's because it's like Jesus, and then there's a prostitute with her ass out, and it's like sea shanties.
What the fuck?
You don't know that? Wait, hold on. Wait,
I don't know any of that.
Hold on.
I'd like to keep my newsfeed clean. Somehow I still get Elon Musk bullshit.
Yeah, that's the Elon Musk bullshit. That's the I hope he didn't delete this as I type this in, because he's such a fucking, oh my God. Oh yeah, this was one day ago.
Sea shanties?
Yeah. It's basically an advice animal.
Oh, yeah, that's an advice animal.
It's an advice animal. Remember those from 2012?
From way earlier than that.
Remember those from 1850?
Yeah. Remember advice animals from 1210?
Oh God. Fucking, I'm going to kill myself. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
So Elon Musk, hey you. Yeah, you queen. You're going to make it. And then 4 hearts, 2.
Go to the comments. Read the comments. They're actually really funny.
It's your anime waifu. Dear Elon, I'm a game dev and I'm making a game about colonizing Mars with you and SpaceX in it. If you think it's cool, all I need is the go ahead to use your name and logos. I will post this every day for a year until I get yes or no. 154 out of 365. You can steal our name/logos and we probably won't sue you.
That's what Elon Musk said to them?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow, that's funny.
And then Mr. Beast said, thanks, Elon. So now I have another reason to hate Mr. Beast.
Fuck me.
I don't care how much money he donates. He replied to Elon Musk once, and now he's dead to me. That's a bad take.
Yeah. Okay, so this person said, fucking,
Bad takes ourselves.
Yeah. This is another continuation of the Ajit Pai debacle.
Okay, continue.
What? You mean the guy who did nothing about robocalls and completely gutted net neutrality?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
What a good take.
Robocalls have gotten way worse in the past 4 years.
Yeah. And then somebody responded, true, when the FCC gutted net neutrality, my whole family died within days. Horrible, isn't it?
That's not the fucking point,
I don't know what this new meme is. Like, they just think, like, if my entire family isn't dying, it's not serious. It's not a big deal. I might be
starving, but no one's dead.
No one's dead? So you know what?
I might have pancreatic cancer, and I'm now $50,000 in debt, but
living life
dead.
to the fullest. You know, like, damn, dude.
I gotta get dialysis every week, but I'm not dead.
Hey, my wife can't afford our 8-year-old's insulin. Fuck yeah.
And you know what? It's my fault because I didn't work that hard. So maybe I should die.
Maybe I should be dead.
God, stupid.
Okay, somebody said that can't be true. The internet was shut down years ago. Like, this is the thing. It's like just saying crazier and crazier shit until you're not saying anything anymore.
Well, what's the internet? What's the FCC?
What do you even, like, you know?
Maybe we should delegalize it.
This is something that makes me glad I've been in quarantine for a year now because, like...
Because you're more insane?
No, because I'd never have to speak to another one of these human beings ever again.
That's true.
You know? Think about that. You haven't talked to somebody who will not, like, continue the conversation with you in any productive way.
Yeah, that's fair.
In a while. In a
good minute,
a good minute.
Especially because I stay away from Twitter discourse. I just watch it.
Yeah, that's what this podcast is.
Yeah, the discourse.
But didn't millions die under his net neutrality push? I'm so confused. I don't even know what they're even referencing.
Are they? Yeah,
it must be a reference, right? It's got to be.
No, it's not.
I'm not going to.
They don't know anything about references.
About
they're not Dan Harmon. They're not.
Maybe
like
one guy said it.
Yeah, one guy said it, so now they're all saying it.
One guy made a joke about it, and everybody's saying the same joke.
One guy gets a vanilla latte. Everyone's got to get a vanilla latte now.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay.
Remember when men gave shit to women for all liking pumpkin spice lattes? And now they all suck Elon Musk's dick and also say, hey, at least no one. I remember when everyone died from insert political thing that no one dies from.
Yeah.
And as such means that your opinion isn't valid because no one's died from it.
That's exactly. I'm going to start doing that now. If any dude is like, oh, so basic, women always eat pumpkin spice everything, I'm going to be like, I know, I can't believe millions died the last time you saw me drinking a pumpkin spice latte.
And
I'm so sorry. I personally caused your family to die.
If they're doing it, I mean, like, what?
Like, why not? If that's on the table, I will get down and dirty.
Yeah, right?
I will do it, you know?
Exactly.
Like, oh my God, I can't believe that you're breathing all womanly. I know, right? The last time I breathed, everyone died in your local vicinity because of how womanly my breath is. I'm so fucking sorry.
What if they called COVID the womanly virus?
The womanly virus. It's already the Chinese virus to them, so you know.
I mean, it's not off the table.
Like, what if they just
they found out that a woman had it, and they're like, oh, the woman Chinese virus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
the womanly Chinese virus.
They like narrow down their racism and their homophobia. Only gay Chinese women die from COVID. All of our fucking male shit, you know, we all can just sit around and jerk off together.
Yeah, I drink big cocks.
Only gay Chinese women who have slept with black men can die from COVID. It's like, whoa, what are you even? There's no evidence to support this. We joke,
but there's one guy that probably believes that in this country.
And is like messaging all of his...
That was the guy that stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, that was that guy.
That was the guy in the bullhorns or whatever.
That's another... we are living in the days of the funniest news articles, like headlines ever. Like I saw one...
The fact that the headline... This person that hold Confederate flag got fucking owned and is now in jail is a headline is like solid 100%. Like,
but yeah, there was one. I think maybe we're referencing the same thing, but there was one that was like guy with flag surrendered. Guy with certain flag waving flag at the Capitol Hill
succumbed.
Fucking surrendered. No, but it said the word surrendered.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
And that's so funny to me, dude.
Keep talking while I look it up because I know what you're talking about.
Especially I thought it was the guy that's like kind of cross-eyed and looks like, you know, maybe I shouldn't be making fun of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, he did storm the Capitol.
Yeah.
The guy with the American flag is what I thought immediately. But if it's the guy with the Confederate flag,
it's the Confederate flag.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
He surrendered.
Let's be honest here. Only 3 people held American flags, and everyone else had Trump, Nazi, and Confederate flags.
Yeah, true. And apparently there was a Vietnam flag and the country of Georgia.
The country of Georgia's
because
flag.
they decided
they Googled Georgia, and that was the first one that came up.
Well, their big idea against the fact that they think that Georgia has like way less of a population than votes. But they're basing it off of the population of the country of Georgia.
Yeah, which
not the
is
state
really
of Georgia.
Fucking funny.
It's really, it's funny if that's, and that's been the big question ever since Trump got elected in 2016 is he really this stupid or is he malicious? And I believe, at some point, does it matter? No, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
Because of the effects that it's taking on the fucking,
the populace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I do want to say, we are having fun talking about these fucking takes and shit. But I really want to follow it up with how damaging these ideas are.
Yeah. So these are all horrible ideas, and they're all from fascist propagandists.
And that's what makes it the worst takes.
Yes. Yeah. The reason why you need to combat this, you need to fight back against this, whether it's through mockery or civil, not even civil, just because you can't.
Let's not incite violence against the violence here.
No incite. Obviously, that's not what I mean. It's
just be aware.
Be aware of this and fight back, because at the end of the day, there's so many disinformation coming from these propaganda sites.
Mentally against disinformation.
Yeah.
Not
you have
physically. Don't actually physically fight
in the
people.
marketplace of ideas that you fucking love, nerds. And a marketplace of ideas that you would fucking lose in every goddamn time.
Talking about the marketplace of ideas.
Well, yeah, because listen, you gotta reach, because if their idea of the marketplace of ideas, which is a dumb thing,
stupid.
It's a dumb way of saying Twitter.
It's a dumb way. Yeah, it's a dumb way of saying Twitter.
you have to present arguments and actually be. You gotta prove that you're right.
Well, yeah, and that's all relating back to the free speech amendment, which is, yes, you have the right to say whatever you want, but you are burdened by the consequences of whatever it is that you say.
Oh, for sure, 100%.
Absolutely. Say whatever the fuck. We all said shit we've gotten backlash for.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, fucking everybody has. Come on, man.
It's part of life.
It's part of life.
Just stop being upset when you say something shitty, and then shitty things happen to you.
Honestly,
but if you're a fascist neo-Nazi, maybe you should get punched in the face once or twice.
That's what I'm saying. And we all said this back when Nazis were getting punched in the face, and everybody was like,
why are they getting punched in the face? They're not bad at all.
And then now we have a coup.
Yeah, so...
And now we have a fucking coup.
Maybe we should all look back and see who was really right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what we're saying.
I'm digging myself into a hole. Don't
worry.
We're
two idiots. Don't actually go out and
don't do violence.
Wink wonk.
Stand your ground, but don't actually don't fucking incite violence, you fucking dummies.
Okay, so this is the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, Willie Geist, which is also verified on Twitter.
Fucking
says,
verified.
New Politico Morning Consult poll asked Republicans and Republican-leaning voters for their choice to be nominee in 2024. Donald Trump, 40%. Mike Pence, 18%. Ted Cruz, 7%. Nikki Haley, 6%. Donald Trump Jr., 6%. Now somebody, what is his name? Ryan Saavedra, who is also... verified, and also a fan of the previous two people we've talked about, Ben Shapiro and Caleb Hull.
Okay.
So they're all connected.
There's got a big web here.
And the big wide web of Republican nonsense. Grifting nonsense.
Conservative grifting nonsense.
Yeah. The fact that none of these polls mention Florida Governor Ron DeSantis shows they are about shaping a narrative versus reflecting reality. Every time I ask Republicans who 3 candidates they like for 2024, DeSantis is always mentioned, usually as their number 1.
No.
The left is scared of DeSantis.
No, we're not.
Are you excited for a 2024 Ron DeSantis? You can go to Walmart. If you go to Walmart, we can open the schools up for COVID, and I don't care whose children died. DeSantis?
Yeah,
are you excited?
Just really quickly.
I love that. Wow.
Do we mention
Florida
now that we're from Florida?
Yeah, we're from Florida.
We're from Florida.
And I hate Ron DeSantis with every fiber of my fucking being.
Yeah, DeSantis is a dipshit.
I know for a fact his kids, because he had a baby at the beginning of fucking this shit, right after, and then like a month or two after, he was like, everybody, the schools are opening up. Whatever. Figure it out. And then everybody was like, but all the kids are going to die. And he's like, they're not my kids.
Right, pretty much.
And meanwhile, his office is closed down. He had fucking millions of fucking CARES Act money he didn't send out. He didn't fucking sign up for any of the vaccines because he just didn't order it.
Yeah, we have a really bad backlog of like people trying to get vaccines here. It's really bad, especially since most of our population's old people.
Yeah, the elderly who have come here to fucking
retire
and
like, live a good life.
Yeah,
they can't get it because it's like
every fucking night. We've been watching Lester Holt talk to like fucking medical people saying like we don't have any PPE. Like we don't have it. We don't.
Yeah, no, because like we there's such a mishandling by DeSantis.
Absolutely. Well, and of course there's a larger mishandling by the government, but like, wow.
Yeah, no, Trump fucked it up, but DeSantis also fucked it up because DeSantis is one of the people that will follow Trump's word even at the detriment to the people of the state. Like,
because I guess he wants to be president, maybe.
Because he might want to be president.
Maybe
and
that's
honestly,
what it is.
I'm going to tell you this right now. As someone who lives in Florida, I hear so fucking little about DeSantis. Through all of my news outlets that I find, even the ones that like I'm forced to look at for work.
Yeah,
like even the conservative outlets from there, I don't really hear that much about DeSantis.
If DeSantis actually runs for president in 2024, I will actively campaign against DeSantis.
Same.
I'm gonna do it.
I would every day be like, just don't do it.
Please, dear God, don't do it.
You fucking
I don't want this
morons.
motherfucker in the fucking White House. He doesn't know shit. Obviously,
he'd probably be worse than Trump. Minus the narcissism. Like,
well, yeah, you're right. And that he's like, to me, DeSantis is like the evil who knows. Like, I don't think of him as a stupid man, you know?
Yeah, no, he's
not stupid. He's just like an asshole.
Yeah, 100%. And like, fucking, God, we can't do it. Can you imagine Matt Gaetz running for president?
No.
I'd kill myself.
I'd kill myself. I'd fucking kill myself. That's stupid.
It's not okay.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, man.
No, fucking...
That's absolutely... I saw that, my jaw fucking dropped, and I was like, are you kidding me?
That's so dumb.
Are you kidding me?
You can't stoop that low. Come on.
Yeah, no, that's fucking dumb. I hope it's just a lie, because why would the polls
has to be
wrong?
Right? Like, do you talk to 3 other conservatives, and do you live in Tallahassee? Is that the 2 qualifiers?
Yeah, right.
There's no way that someone in fucking Illinois or Montana know who DeSantis is.
Is your study 10 people, and it's all 10 people from the Ron DeSantis fan club? Like... What are you talking about?
The 3 people I want is Matt Gaetz, Rick Scott, Ron DeSantis.
And that's 3, 2, 1. That's not 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my tiny takes.
Those are your tiny takes?
Yeah. That's what I'm TMing them at. How long do we do? Well, that was 47 minutes. I think we're good.
Fine. Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so...
We were worried about the length of this.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm cutting this out. I don't know why you're telling them. Gotcha.
No, keep it in.
I'm cutting it out.
Inside baseball.
No. Baseball, more like face all consequences of your actions.
Baseball, more like face all the consequences of your actions.
Yeah, I gotta keep it in now.
Yeah.
I made a fucking
really
banger of a joke.
Really good joke. Blow me away.
All right, so...
Come on.
So Sarah does tweets. I do articles. Or I look at debunking just the basic shit.
Yeah.
So, real quick, I want to go to an article from 2018 from an actual news source, The Atlantic, that kind of explains how fucked up shit kind of got with Trump beforehand.
I mean,
as if it already hasn't been fun. Or it's not fun. I don't know why I said fun.
Yeah.
It's from a while ago.
Okay.
I have 2 more articles this month. This is the second to last time, third to last time I can read it. So back in 2018, did you know that Trump actually actively shut down programs to counter violent extremism?
I did.
You did know that?
Yes.
So you know,
and the pandemic as well.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And the pandemic task force, he shut it down.
Yeah, so he fucked up the pandemic task force as well as the counter extremism initiative that the Obama
was like, because I really used to think like, President Trump was like an idiot.
Yeah.
So that like he just got into the White House like, we don't need all this shit. Fuck it. But now it seems like pretty obvious that.
Well, it does seem pretty obvious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so in the waning days of Barack Obama's administration, the Department of Homeland Security awarded a set of grants to organizations who working to counter violent extremism, including among white supremacists. One of the grantees was Life After Hate, which Hill called one of the only programs in the U.S. devoted to helping people leave neo-Nazi and other white supremacy groups. Another grant went to researchers at the University of North Carolina who were helping young people develop media campaigns aimed at preventing their peers from embracing white supremacy and other violent ideologies.
Interesting.
But soon after Trump took office, this was even before 2018, his administration canceled both of those grants. In his first budget, it requested no funding for any grants in this field. It's a part of a pattern of neglect. The grants were administered by the Office of Community Partnerships, which works immediately with local governments and community organizations to promote jihadist and white nationalist radicalization.
Yeah.
And Obama's last year, according to the former director George Salem, I believe you say his name, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
The office boasted 16 full-time employees, roughly 25 contractors, and a budget of more than $21 million.
Oh, yeah.
And Trump remained it to the Office of Terrorism Prevention Partnership, cut its staff to 8 full-time employees, and its budget less than $3 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so that was early days of the thing. So you could buy more tanks? Pretty much, I guess. Yeah, so you can buy more tanks for the military. And poison the groundwater, yeah. So that was back in 2018 that article was written.
Poison the groundwater?
So apparently 2017 he does that. 2018 it comes out that he did that.
Yeah.
And 2021 there was a coup. So
wow.
Pretty weird.
Interesting.
It's really weird looking at that now.
And that goes back to like what I was saying before. Is he stupid or is he malicious?
And it seems like
does not matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but
probably
B also both.
Yeah, probably both.
He's still an idiot.
Yeah.
And a narcissist because like he still called everyone his little proud boys.
Well,
you know, like his little
you're
happy
special.
boys.
We love you. Whatever.
Go
home, please don't. You're actually, this is bad for my image. Actually, I didn't think it would be because I'm stupid. I mean, that's the other thing. If this was a coup, it was badly planned out.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. It was just fucking.
Just like obviously, you know.
Yeah. So
yeah,
everyone now. Yeah. After the coup happened.
Okay.
Everyone's been trying to shift the blame away from Trump supporters. Trump supporters have tried to stop saying that Trump supporters were there, even though it was so obvious.
Yeah, right.
The first thing that everyone did was blame BLM and Antifa. So,
I've seen the stuff for Antifa. I've not seen the stuff for BLM.
So,
because I don't really understand why it would be. I don't understand why it would be both. Antifa, actually, no,
they're just both buzzwords to say the left.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all that it fucking is. So the New York Post, our lovely, completely factual all the time New York Post.
Yeah, of course, right.
Two known Antifa members posed as pro-Trump to infiltrate Capitol Riot, and then it says sources, Capitol sources. And by the way, the sources is the Washington Times, which is a
a rag. Right?
Yeah, it's like a right wing. Yeah, it's a dipshit website.
It's a fucking rag. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that in this. Okay, so this I just read this thing. A Washington Times report initially claimed 2 other protesters were actually Philadelphia-based Antifa members, citing a retired military officer with access to facial recognition software. But the outlet deleted the article after the software company told BuzzFeed News that the story was outright false.
Also, outright false.
Yeah. But like, okay, so during the impeachment hearing, Matt Gaetz was saying that like BLM have done more damage in the 7 months than this one coup did.
BLM did?
Yeah, from the quote unquote riots.
Like, does he mean like property damage?
I guess.
Wow.
We need to. Okay, so
the target's more important than the Capitol.
Yes.
Wow.
Apparently.
Okay.
So A, that. B, he also said earlier and almost got sued for saying the same facial recognition thing.
Yeah.
Apparently, that company was threatening to sue anyone who said that because it's just wrong.
Yeah, it's gonna be damaging to them.
So, first of all, let's talk about the difference between BLM and this coup.
Yeah.
BLM only was in major cities for the quote-unquote riots.
They're not riots.
There was only like 3 to 7 riots.
BLM was protesting.
Yeah, they were protesting. And the quote-unquote riots that people said were riots
are not BLM members.
Yeah, they're people that like just want fucking bread.
Yeah, they're just people that are looting and rioting.
Yeah, which whatever. Like not that many people like were actively trying to do it. But the reason why they were doing it is because there's a history of white supremacy in this country.
Yes.
And this is what was their last resort. Once it was one person too much, and now there was like, because
from what I remember, it was watching a man be knelt on his neck for
George Floyd,
for 7 minutes. George Floyd,
8 minutes and I think 36 seconds.
Right,
which is
too long. To do anything harmful against somebody.
And after that, that's when the BLM protests started up again because the video got out.
Yeah,
and once you found out that it was only about a counterfeit 20,
to sit there and watch somebody get fucking knelt on,
it's horrifying.
It's awful.
It's the worst thing you could ever see.
Something that is like nothing really deserves that. Even if you,
by the way, real quick, we have proof that it was there for 8 minutes and 36 seconds. There was multiple videos taken of it, of watching a man be murdered.
Yeah, that's the exact. Yeah, there's no like question about that.
Yeah,
it's that like Kyle Rittenhouse showed up and committed domestic terrorism and is now free.
And is now with a bunch of white supremacist groups flashing white supremacist signs because it was caught on fucking camera.
Yeah.
Like an idiot. Like also they're so dumb. Like they're fucking
like the guy that shot up the fucking Charleston black church. Yeah. They gave him like McDonald's.
Remember a while ago it might be the same thing, I think, the Charlottesville riot where it was all the where people were saying Jews will not replace us. This has been going on for fucking long.
Yeah.
And Republicans are just like, don't worry about that
shit.
I
really don't understand, if you're a logically thinking person, how you can look at all of these events logically and say to yourself, boy, oh boy, black people are sure treated the same as white people in this country.
They're not.
And I am a good person for thinking about it. No, you're wrong.
Because also, I think there was a report that came out that said like 93% of all the protests that BLM did was entirely peaceful, 100% peaceful.
Yes.
Because obviously most of them have been, and then you watch cops beat the shit out of black people because they're peacefully protesting.
Like you can really photography for this past year. Not the point. We all know, Sarah. Photography this past year, political photography have been a fucking boom. There's been a boom in political photography. I dare say so.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of political events happening.
Because the cops, when there were all these protests, just fucking tear gassed a bunch of people and used rubber bullets.
Yeah,
and just fucking went to town. Like, there's no way you can compare that to cops trying to stop a bunch of rioters at the Capitol and then letting them in. One of the things, real quick, there was a video that was shared by Marcus DePaula that we both watched.
Yes.
Apparently, that video that shows them opening gates is just an overflow area, and then somehow they got past that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they lost control after that, but that wasn't the thing that they lost control of.
Okay.
There was still cops.
They should have controlled it.
They should have controlled it more. There should have been way more fucking people.
Yeah, they still shouldn't have let them in. But I mean, I understand what happened.
To hear people be like, oh, BLM had a bunch of protests and no one fucking did anything about it.
That's so wrong. Like, there's fucking,
there's one coup one time and only 5 people died. Like, get out of here.
Yeah,
like,
no, shut your mouth.
You can't say that. That's a bad
take, and it's a false equivalency.
It's a big false equivalency.
The biggest thing that I've seen that I agree with is like, why? Yeah, it's wrong for people to fight something that is just like, well, okay. Of course, we should cheer for people who are fighting against fascism, and we should denounce people who are committing fascism.
Yeah.
Like, that's the line in the sand.
Because fascism is the thing that will kill the most people if it comes into power.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just look back at Nazi Germany and overlook the 15 million people that died.
Yeah.
6 to 8 million of which were...
Like, go back and look at how many people BLM killed. How many people did the police kill during those riots?
Yeah, the police have done way more fucking damage. Because, like, not only that, for the past, I'm going to pull a number out of my ass here forever.
Yeah.
Far-right extremists in this country have overtaken left-wing terrorism for sure.
Yeah.
And religious extremism that's not Muslim.
Ironically, I haven't seen that shit.
Yeah, because really racist Republicans will go out and be like, oh yeah, these Islamic terrorists, they're the thing we got to worry about. No, they're not.
No.
On this country? Fuck no. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
There
Nobody
was a dude,
gives a shit.
Before on Christmas that had an RV and blew up and he was worried about 5G.
Yeah, he was worried about 5G.
What the fuck? Like,
I mean, this has been happening for fucking years, too.
For fucking years.
And people are just, how can you look at people who say, like, man, I'm fucking tired of it?
Yeah.
And say, like, well, you should actually be worried about brown people. For why? Why? There's nothing that they do that harms me, honestly.
Well, yeah, right?
That's not reality. I'm sorry.
The reality is you should be more worried about white dudes.
White crazy dudes.
White crazy dudes, because they are the ones who love Donald Trump, love guns, and love to make pipe bombs.
I hate brown people.
And racist crazy white dudes, which you got to be crazy to be racist. So I mean, So going back to this New York Post, we went off topic.
Yeah, we did.
But so there's been no evidence, by the way, that BLM and Antifa have ever been like try to incite violence at a pro-Trump rally to make Trumpers look bad. Trumpers are good enough at making themselves look bad. You don't, because not only that, there was someone that posted like someone's uncle on their Facebook post.
Yeah,
we're like, we're storming the Capitol, we did it, USA freedom.
Yeah,
and then like 2 hours later, when after they celebrated the storming of the Capitol, said like, guys, Antifa did this. Guys, I didn't do this.
Because they're taking videos of people wearing Donald Trump told me to storm the Capitol and incite a riot and become a domestic
terrorist. Trump wanted me to stop stealing this election.
January 6th, 2021, and then signed by Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
T-shirts.
It's ridiculous. There's plenty of photos of like people wearing pro-Nazi bands.
Seeing just like fucking basic.
And there's a bunch of people. I want to talk about QAnon real quick at some point.
Hold on, there's just like everybody's showing it on their chest.
Yeah, it's so obvious.
Who they're doing it for.
They can't lie about it.
Why they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're screaming, hang Mike Pence.
And they had a noose.
And they had a
gallow. They had a fucking...
They're telling you what they're there about. I've never seen a more clear...
Yes, there's no way...
Domestic terrorist act.
Yeah, there's no way you can lie about it. There's so much digital proof. There's so much proof that you had during it.
The only way you can lie about it is by going full Mr. Robot and saying, don't you think it was a little too easy to tell who did it? Yeah, Craig. I know, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
This isn't Mr. Robot. This is goddamn life, and we lived through a coup. Get it through your fucking head.
Yeah, so that rumor spread.
Yeah.
So part of that New York Post article, they talk about a guy, I believe, if I can get the name correctly, that they say that they're the pro-Antifa or whatever. The guy's name is John Sullivan, I believe.
Okay.
So.
Racist name? Sounds racist?
It sounds racist. Apparently that guy is not Antifa or BLM and actually has close ties to right-wing.
No way.
Yeah, so that New York Post article
You're blowing my mind,
surprisingly is wrong. Yeah, right? I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah, right here. So because there's controversy claiming that by Andy No, claiming John Sullivan's presence in D.C. indicated BLM was responsible, I am sharing this post to clarify for people. He isn't BLM, Antifa, nor press. He is also proven connected to many far-right individuals and groups as well.
Yeah.
So, that guy that they use in the New York Post article gets that New York Post article fucking wrong. That's a bad New York Post article.
Yeah, of course. So, fucking already.
So, we already know that. Are you ready for, did I not send it to myself? So.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't send it to myself, but... Are you ready for the headline? I didn't want to watch the video for InfoWars, Alex Jones show. What he said?
Yeah.
He said that January 6th, proven that it was an operation by the deep state as a false flag. Proof. Like it said, like proven or
what's the proof?
I don't know.
I want to see it.
I don't want to fucking watch the video. I don't want to give him a fucking.
You don't want
to
look at the proof?
No, I don't.
Well, you gotta send that to me because I want to see.
I will send it to you later when I find it.
I want to see proof of the deep state. If Alex Jones has that, why isn't that circulating around my Twitter feed?
So okay,
is that also the deep state?
Yeah.
Am I on a slippery slope into right-wing fascism right now?
God. So there's that.
Yeah.
So with QAnon, there was a bunch of QAnon supporters there.
Okay.
Apparently, the most recent QAnon grift is that the Vatican actually stole votes from Trump.
The Vatican?
The Vatican. The Pope himself stole votes from Trump because they wired Dominion servers, I think, from the U.S. to Italy, to the Vatican.
Yeah.
And then brought it back from Trump votes to Biden votes. I don't know what it is. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Right.
But I found a website that wants to be in the middle of this. They don't know if the Vatican did it, but they don't know if the Vatican didn't
do it.
Okay. Yeah. So reports. This is an opinion piece by conservative beaver _SKPHJV. This is from a website called Conservative Beaver. Reports.
Okay. What? Come
Pope
on.
arrested on 80 count indictment for child trafficking, fraud.
Pope Francis?
Yeah, Pope Francis.
On child trafficking.
The current pope, the pope that is alive and well and part of the church.
Pope Francis, the guy that said atheists are cool.
Yeah, no,
if you're a good person.
No, Sarah, I think you missed something.
The best pope we've ever had.
Real quick. He's arrested right now.
Is he really?
No, what? No.
I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt.
No, don't worry, Sarah. This article gives the benefit of the doubt. Are you ready?
Okay, yeah.
So, I want to say the headline.
80 counts of child trafficking is a pretty big
80
big headline.
Reports. Pope arrested on 80 count indictment for child trafficking fraud. Do you want to hear the first sentence?
Yes, I do. Badly, deeply. I need it
Remember,
in my life.
It said reports.
Reports, right. They reported it.
A conspiracy theory has been circulating around the internet.
Okay, never mind. I guess I'll leave.
Wait.
Goodbye, everybody. That's the podcast. See you later.
Claiming that the Pope was arrested for, quote, child trafficking fraud, among other allegations.
How can there be a conspiracy theory about being arrested?
But it's also been reported. It's a conspiracy theory, but it's also been reported. But Sarah, wait.
True fact: Jesus has risen. Reported.
Wait. Speaking of facts, are you ready?
In the Bible.
No, Sarah. Speaking of facts, are you ready for the next two sentences?
My God. Yeah.
The source of this theory is not clear. Quote, fact checkers, unquote, were quick to shoot this article down, most without any sufficient counter evidence.
Quote unquote, truth seekers want to seek the truth.
So the things that it says there's no evidence to support any of these claims, and the Pope has not been arrested. From Logically India, that's their first fact check source.
Okay,
I want to tell you this right now. There's already a PolitiFact article saying that the Pope actually had like a speech the day after this conspiracy theory happened where he was public and not in handcuffs.
No way. It's not even
but also this was...
Wait, Josh, you're telling me that there ain't any zip ties in the fucking Vatican?
No,
how un-American is that? They can't handcuff
that's pretty
the
un-American.
Pope with zip ties?
But Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah, you're...
For trafficking these 80 children?
He had all those flex ties. Those flex
he
was the one that stormed the Capitol.
The flex. That's actually, if you look really closely to that photo, it's Pope Francis.
It's 100% a bad take.
Yeah, bad take.
Editor's note. Additionally, this is all in parentheses. Editor's note. Additionally, the quote fact checkers incorrectly labeled Conservative Beaver as being linked to QAnon and quote conspiracy theories.
So this is actually just a hit piece against fact checkers
at this point.
Because
this is more of a fact.
They called you a stupid poo-poo head. Conservative Beaver.
Yeah.
And you're now saying
but
the wildest shit I've ever heard in my life
is actually that the fact checkers think we're crazy. Weird.
That's
next sentence.
So funny. Actually,
this is inaccurate and defamatory. We are a conservative media outlet based in Montreal. While our articles may appeal to conservatives, we are not promoters of QAnon or other conspiracies. Are you ready for the next sentence?
This is like getting in a fight with a schizophrenic.
Yeah, no, don't, Sarah. Despite being declared, quote, fake news by, quote, fact checkers.
My mouth is agape right now, everybody.
The rumor continues to circulate around the internet. with people saying Dark Outpost 01-12-2021 Navy SEAL Pope arrested, and then it's a YouTube thumbnail with yellows.
Oh my god, it's like the yellow impact text.
Yeah,
like it's in GTA 6.
Yeah. Okay, so remember how it's not they're not talking about QAnon conspiracies?
Yeah.
This next tweet is clearly a QAnon supporter. Are you ready?
Hold on. I really want to make a fucking metaphor or a simile right now as to how that is like fighting with the fucking schizophrenic or crazy homeless person or something.
Yeah, they're contradicting themselves every other sentence.
Yeah, where it's just like, you know what, Josh? I think you fuck dogs and kill babies. And then you would arguably say, what would you say to that?
I don't fuck dogs or kill babies. What's your proof?
And then I say, well, you know what? You're fucking right. You're actually crazy as hell because you're a fucking dolphin-eating bastard. And then everybody looks at you two fighting and they're like, yeah, that guy's crazy.
Happening?
What the fuck?
Guy's weirdo.
Yeah.
So I didn't say the other guy's name. This is from Jehovah Have Mercy. That was the guy that tweeted that out.
Whoops.
This comes from Omnicentrist, and then it's a vaccine emoji, and then microchip, and then ID letter.
I love these guys. I love them so much.
Add Omnicentrist.
I love these guys so much.
I'm going to say this all the way through.
Oh, okay.
Just wait.
Okay.
Trust the plan.
I'm gonna eat this
Patriots in control.
Orange.
Okay. Okay. I guess. Okay. Yeah.
I gotta eat something and see if I choke on it.
Okay. Just wait. Trust the plan. Patriots in control. Pope arrested. Execution and military tribunals happening. Clones everywhere. Need I go on? Question mark.
Yes.
And then eye rolls emoji.
What?
The masses did nothing because they believed Q, which was hijacked by the left in 2018. They got you.
Clones everywhere. Need I go on? Yes, you do. You need to define your statement.
God.
Did you take an AP language class?
No. So there's two more tweets, and I don't. Oh, sorry. Actually, there's one more I'm going to say. It's okay. The Pope has been arrested. Expect amazing developments. And then it's a photo with like shoes of the Catholic shoes with a little cross on it. And then on the bottom of it, it's an upside down pentagon. And then an impact font, an Advice Animals impact font.
This is the time where I really miss talking to my conservative aunt. Like, I really wish I would go to Thanksgiving.
She stormed the Capitol.
Yeah.
She's being investigated by the FBI right now. 100%. You should probably text her and ask her if she did. And then report her to the FBI if she says yes. You should do that, like, after this podcast, unironically.
I really wanted to hear her takes on it because, like, as a devout Catholic, but also a Trump supporter.
Yeah, that can't be fun. This can't be a fun time.
A Muslim hater. Like, I really want to hear what she's talking about.
So, again, just to make sure, it's an Advice Animals meme with the upside down pentagram on the bottom of the shoes.
Hold on, real quick. This would have been the one Thanksgiving where she wasn't talking about abortions, probably.
No, she would have, because you got to abort the babies to drink their blood.
Right. Yeah.
Get with the Q.
Get with the Q. Come on. And Sarah, don't you read all the Q stuff?
Come on, you gotta get on it. Just a real too hard. You gotta get on it, Sarah.
You gotta do it.
All
right.
My mom's complaining that I'm too loud.
Is she?
She did. She texted me.
Wow, I knew that she would.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. We're yelling right now.
Yeah, we are yelling.
So Catholic pedo artifacts! ! Question mark. Made in hell from children's skin! ! Question mark. What the fuck? It's a Advice Animal. It's a little Advice Animal. But it's Catholic shoes.
It's okay. The Pope has been arrested. Expect amazing. Why did you say amazing?
Expect amazing things.
Catholic pedo artifacts made in hell from children's skin?
Yeah.
How did he go to hell?
I don't know. Satan's here now. Satan's alive, and he's giving us baby skins.
That's like the most metal thing I've ever heard in my life.
Why would if Satan was real, why would that be the only thing he did? Wouldn't he just kill us all?
Yeah, that would make me a devout Catholic. Just be like he's walking around in a little baby skin.
I think that would make you a devout anti-Satanist, I think.
Well, if Catholic, if there was like a big Reformation, but Catholicism turns into Satanism,
that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be dope as fuck.
That would happen in our lifetime, wouldn't it?
You got like a cool, sexy makeover, a Catholic church.
So what you're saying is it would be cool to get that. It would be cool to get that adrenochrome if like Mac made it.
That's not at all what I'm saying.
The eye adrenochrome,
Yeah, no, that's not anything. That's
okay,
you just Ben Shapiro'd me.
Gotcha.
Flex cuffs, more like zip ties. Am I right?
Okay. This is the last paragraph.
Right. Okay.
But then I want to look at the comments for a website that does not tout QAnon conspiracies.
Yeah.
So, did the Pope get arrested? ? Mm-hmm. It depends on who you believe. The mainstream media or alternative news sites that risk everything to tell you the, and in bold, truth.
Interesting.
So remember, they don't tout conspiracy theories. They're just asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
They're just asking questions. You ready for the first comment, the highest rated comment, I assume?
Yes, I'm excited.
WWG1WGA. When we go one, we go all. That is a direct reference to QAnon.
Right, yeah.
That is an actual QAnon. I want to say that's 100% QAnon. If nothing else, it's definitely one of those fascist fucking things.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's the first comment on a website that does not give into QAnon conspiracies.
Right, they're not. That's slander. That's defamatory.
So, I don't even know what else to say after that, other than that's the dumbest article I've ever read.
Yeah.
And I've read a lot of dumb articles.
That's your job, is actually reading articles like this. You know.
Yeah. So
you know.
I read a lot of articles.
Pretty bad.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
So do I need to explain why that's a bad take?
I don't. I mean, I would normally.
It's a bad take because it's contradictory. It says that it's not doing one thing, but it continues to do it to another. We've made the joke of it's a schizophrenic person because it is. It seems like that.
Well, they're just saying babble, like nonsensical babble,
and they're looking at tweets and saying this is proof that the Pope has been arrested.
Yeah,
because it came from a fucking 4chan board.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
And by the way, if you believe anything off of 4chan.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot. Stop it.
Nothing on there is true. Nothing
the only good
remotely.
thing 4chan has is legal porn, and the worst thing it has is QAnon and child porn. That's it. That's the only. That's the
wow,
two
you
sides.
Killed me with that, huh?
That's literally. That's what.
I'm deciding to pass away now. After my boyfriend said that.
I'm sorry. Listen.
Worst take podcast.
Well, I mean, the worst thing.
Yeah.
So the point of this whole thing, I guess, is don't listen to conspiracies. I don't know what the fuck else.
Yeah, I don't know
to say.
Be not an idiot.
Don't be an idiot.
And don't follow these obvious conspiracy theories.
All the other shit I have is just like fact checking all this shit.
Yeah.
And how like the insurgency and MAGA right are coming together, but that's another thing.
Well, it's interesting. I'm excited to see. I'm not excited. Our country's going to shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not excited for this. I'm not excited for the next week. I can't
deal with it, man.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm interested to see where the Trumpers go.
I mean, they're not going away.
No, they're
definitely not going away. I don't know what their next thing's gonna be.
Right.
It's gonna be this, but I don't know what the extension's gonna be. And like at this point,
that's what I'm worried. It's gonna be Ron DeSantis. You know.
God,
I hope to God not.
DeSantis 2024. I hope it's not. If it's that, we need to fight harder.
Yeah, like I'm gonna actually like fucking. Campaign.
I mean, I guess what the show's for, I guess, is us trying to.
We're trying to do
fight.
Our due diligence.
Yeah,
we constantly talk about politics all day long. You know.
Yeah, because like it's so interesting. And it's deadly now. It's literally the fucking.
This is the most interesting time of my life so far. Hope to God it doesn't get more interesting than this.
It's going to. Bad news. It's going to.
No, I hope not. It'll
probably cool down in like a month, but it's still going to be there on the internet. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
no matter what. There's going to be a bunch of people who just kind of want to not look at it anymore. They want to go back to normal, like nothing happened.
They want to go to brunch. Yeah,
they want to go to brunch, but brunch.
I will forever be fascinated by the type of people who believe in QAnon conspiracies.
Yeah, and QAnon's not going to go away.
No,
with Biden being elected.
That was the other thing.
Even though QAnon has been saying that Biden won't get elected, it's so dumb. Like
yeah. And that was, the Alex Jones bit where he was talking to a QAnon supporter. They were saying, Biden's going to blah, blah, blah. And he's like, but you're lying because, like, QAnon has supported... Alex Jones is saying this. He's talking sense into a QAnon supporter.
Which, by the way, Jones, if Alex Jones said that... Yeah, he's a grifter because he said that it was a false flag. The 6 was a false flag. He's still... if he's saying he's not supporting QAnon, he's still definitely giving them fuel.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So that's the thing now.
Like even though I know that he said I know that you're a fucking liar if you believe in QAnon.
Yeah,
it's not gonna stop QAnoners from watching your show.
No,
they're probably just gonna be like, guys, he has to say that so that way.
So because of the deep state.
Yeah, so the deep state get off of him. Yeah, he's still with us.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, man, like fucking, where does Q post?
4chan.
4chan?
Yeah.
So I can make a 4chan post today and say, dear people who follow my word, I
don't think so. I think there's some sort of tag that people have. Yeah.
Shit. But I can't use the tag and pretend to be Q?
I think it's your account number. Fuck. That's what it is. Yeah, you can't pretend.
Damn it.
I mean, there probably is a way to do it if you right. But I mean, don't do it.
Well, I mean, I was trying to say, what if I just started making things that, no. It was just hey, maybe we should all stay home and farm.
Sarah,
and that'll get Trump your votes.
No.
Somehow. I figured it out. If we all practice sustainable farming at our house and use the least amount of energy that we possibly can, and we install windmills, maybe Donald Trump will have a third term.
No, Sarah, I get that.
Yeah.
They're going to be really bad when it doesn't give them a third term. And not only that, once they find out that you're not actually whoever the asshole is behind Q, they're going to find you and murder you.
Oh, yeah, you're right, I guess.
So they're gonna hack your IP.
Well, maybe for somebody out there who's more suicidal than me, maybe you should go out there and do that.
This is incitement to QAnon.
This is incitement to sustainably living. This is what that is. All right. Maybe you should go out and, maybe the biggest dunk on these people can be forcing them to farm for 8 years. They're like, I bought a whole fucking, I went to Home Depot, I bought a hoe, I bought seeds, and I sold my car.
That would be really funny if QAnon just turned into all right, here's how you grow some fucking kush in that backyard.
Yeah,
without the cops getting on you.
Just make them all fucking chill out.
That would be really not fun. It's just
let me live in my candy cane world filled with sustainable farming.
I know you want to live in that candy cane world, but
all right,
I gotta live in after
the
candy
Pope
cane.
walking around on devil skin children shoes.
I live in the world where the candy cane world.
Zip ties and flex
bombs.
cups are the same thing to Ben Shapiro.
Got fucking Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro flew the drone that bombed my world.
That's our first T-shirt. I'm gonna make a T-shirt every episode now about the quotes that we've made.
Yeah,
Ben Shapiro
flew the drone
that bombed my world.
Yeah,
can that be actually the title of the episode? That's really funny.
I was gonna say it will have to be Insurgents. Insurgents. Ben Shapiro.
Insurgents Day: Ben Shapiro flew the drone that bombed my world.
That's too many tags. That's too much. Our SEO is going to go through the fucking trash.
It's the most interesting thing we could ever post. Ever. I'm okay. You know what? This is the deep state oppressing me.
This is
a proud American.
This is me realizing that I got bills to pay. And I want people to hear my stupid fucking voice. Right. So
well, I'm going to tweet out and call this episode the episode Insurgents Day.
How about this? In the caption for it, I'll say also known as AKA Ben Shapiro. How about that? That's the first line.
Okay.
Is that a fair compromise?
That's a fair compromise.
Okay. Cool. That's cool.
Great.
Because then Ben Shapiro is also in our...
I'm keeping an eye on you, Mr. Deep State.
Do it. I am the Deep State, everybody.
And I'll be QAnon. Everybody sustainably farm.
I can't wait for the fucking
grow some carrots. They're good for your eyes. That's also a conspiracy theory because they're actually not good for your eyes.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! You're
killing them from the inside. Okay, sorry. What do you want? Do you want to plug in anything?
Yeah, if you want to see all the good takes, go to my Twitter feed at the Squinton271. That's SQUINTON 271. I don't know why I spelled it like that.
And if you want good takes as well, go to Joshua Chinland on Twitter.
Yeah.
Send all your bad takes to us.
Send all your bad takes to us.
That'll be you can add us on Twitter or send us an email at whatever our email is down below.
Yeah, dude.
So we haven't made it yet.
Yep.
It's going to be made in the next 24 hours. Whatever. Fuck it. We don't know the podcast.
Yeah.
We haven't been doing this for 2 years.
Totally not. Oh, Jesus. We have been doing this for 2 years, huh?
Yeah, we're old.
Wow. My God.
So, thank you all for listening into our first episode of The Worst Takes.
We hope you like it.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks with more bad takes and hopefully Joe Biden's president.
Yep. And if you have criticisms, keep them to yourself. We're not changing a damn thing about this podcast.
No, give us criticism. We're fine. I'm not a fucking...
I'm not listening to it. If you criticize us, you're the deep state, and I don't listen to you. I don't take orders from terrorists.
I just gotta keep sipping and then saying something and then going
I'm
back to sipping.
QAnon.
And that's our show.
I'm Q.
See you in 2 weeks when Sarah
Republicans,
gets
I'm
herself
Q.
fucking hung by QAnon supporters for posing as Q.
I'm sorry, all the stuff I've said has been real wrong recently, but I think what you should do is vote for Joe Biden and grow a lot of potatoes because they're really good for a lot of different dishes. You can make gnocchi. You can make mashed potatoes. You could boil a potato.
I'm really considering cutting all this out. That's our show, everyone. Good night.
Because you believe in censorship.
Yeah, I do. Bye.